Welcome to the first episode of Beyond the Backyard podcast featuring my co-host Jay Veracali at Caller Troutman, and I'm Joshua Simmons, host of the pod.
So today
in my backyard.
Yeah, so today we're going to be going over different topics, including sports and other things we can talk about. So we're going to start off on sports, featuring the NFL, and yeah.
Week 1, first game of the year, Eagles, Cowboys. As you know,
I think I have the Cowboys.
Me and Calder's favorite teams are in that division, as he is an Eagles fan. So for the first, we're going to review the first game of the year for the first few minutes of the podcast. So, me, I don't like either team, so I'm a Giants fan. But I think I'm going to have to take the Eagles by a pretty decent margin, just because, honestly, just a better team overall coming off a Super Bowl win.
Yeah, but the Cowboys are not the same team they were last year.
Yeah, but I mean, they haven't really gotten that much better.
George Pickens.
He's not that. I mean, the Eagles do have a lot of lockdown cornerbacks.
They're not. I don't think they're stopping George Pickens this year.
I think the
Calder.
What are your thoughts?
I think the Cowboys are going
coming from an Eagles fan.
Well, as an Eagles fan, even though I'm an Eagles fan and I want to be biased, I'm still scared about the game because Jalen Hurts has never beaten Dak Prescott before in a head-to-head match. Like the games that we played.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, I know, but the games that we played, Jalen Hurts is injured, Dak Prescott's out. Last year, Dak Prescott didn't play. When we beat him last year, Dak Prescott didn't play. But I feel like we might win, but I think it's going to be a close game, 3 or 7 points or something in there, 27-23.
Especially because, it's a division rivalry game, and I feel like the Cowboys are going to come back with, a better, how can I say it?
With something to prove.
Yeah,
a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, chip on their shoulder.
I think they're going to win the game. By 20 points.
Cowboys.
I think it's going to be a blowout.
I disagree.
I think the Eagles are going to be overconfident because they just won the Super Bowl. I think they're still going to be a good football team, but I think they're going to lose by a lot week 1.
Yeah, I definitely think the Eagles...
I think they're going to get a punch in the mouth.
They got, a little worse over the offseason, losing, a couple kind of key pieces, not really. But I still think they have the star power and especially the defense to win this game.
Yeah, but I think the Cowboys offense is insane.
Well, Dak Prescott does fail a lot against these good defenses.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna, and he's coming after
but
injury.
Dak Prescott,
coming off a lackluster
Dak
injury
Prescott
season.
has never had 2 wide receivers this good.
Well,
he's had CD and no one else.
CD,
and he gives CD the ball, and CD does good.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, well, now we have to restart that little part.
No, I can keep it.
You just edit it out?
Yeah.
All right. No, but Dak, like I was saying, Dak Prescott's never had 2 wide receivers as good. He's only had CeeDee Lamb, and he's made him and CeeDee Lamb have been a good duo. He's made CeeDee Lamb a very good wide receiver.
Oh, well, I don't think he's made him a good receiver. I think CeeDee Lamb's just a very talented
receiver.
receiver.
I think he's really good. But
I don't think George Pickens is really that great. I think he'll have a little bit of impact.
I think he's a wide receiver 1 level player, and he's
I disagree.
Not on the Cowboys, obviously.
Yeah, but I just don't see him being a wide receiver 1 for really any team in the NFL.
Who?
He's
George Pickens.
He has the best hands in the NFL.
No.
Yes, most definitely.
He's had a couple good plays that doesn't make him crazy.
Well, I think he's gonna cook your team.
All right, so
in the first game.
Let's get on to score predictions of this game. My score prediction, I'll go 27-17 Eagles. Gosh.
I'm gonna say 43-21 Cowboys.
All right, Calder.
No, I'm 27-23. Cowboys try to, we're winning by a good margin, and then Cowboys get, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion or something.
I think it'll be a tight game.
Yeah. I feel like it won't really come down to a wire. It'll be coming down to, an onside kick, and then the Eagles recover it. We win.
All right, now let's get on to a few other Week 1 games that are happening. The Giants, my Giants, play the Commanders.
I think that's gonna be the most embarrassing game.
Who do the Bills play?
First week we play the Ravens.
Alright, now the Giants versus Commanders.
Blowout.
I do think we could win that game because we do always play good against the Commanders, and especially with the additions to our D-line and especially all that firepower on defense.
I think it's crazy how you guys still do not have a single good corner.
I mean, I
guys
still
did.
think we could really win that game.
Like you have that one guy who like can't tackle, and he's like
And I
he's
do
kind of good at
think-
coverage.
The Bills versus Ravens game, I
think we're
do
losing.
think the Ravens will win that game.
I think it's gonna be close, but I think we're losing because I think if we beat the Ravens, I think it would be so embarrassing for that franchise if we just beat them in the playoffs, eliminated them, and our quarterback stole their quarterback's MVP. Like that would be sad. If we beat them again, we own them and their ass and their property.
So
That would be pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams, I mean, honestly, both of them could contend for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think we're
Now, I mean, I don't think any of them, like, will win the Super Bowl
why not?
because, I mean,
Why can't the Bills? win
Josh
the Super Bowl?
Allen, great quarterback, probably the best quarterback in the league,
Yeah.
just doesn't, I just feel like he doesn't have the team around him to win a Super Bowl.
He just went to the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
But
but
he
I
can't
don't
get
think
past
he's
that.
getting
He
past
was
the Chiefs.
2 games away from.
Yeah, but that's every year because Patrick
Okay.
Mahomes is there. And also for the Ravens,
Patrick Mahomes is not that good anymore.
Ravens are never seen a Super
yeah,
Bowl
I don't
with
think the
Lamar
Ravens
Jackson.
will make the Super Bowl because they have a very stellar defense, but honestly, their wide receivers, they need a lot of work. Lamar, not that great of a playoff performer, and I mean, I just don't see them going to the. I don't see them going.
I
to
don't
the
see
Super
them
Bowl.
winning the Super Bowl. I think the Bills can win the Super Bowl.
Now, I think the Eagles.
Are gonna
The
go to the Super
either
Bowl.
the Eagles, Chiefs, and like the Lions
Chiefs
will
are.
be up
I don't
there.
think the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna. I think for the first time in a while, I think the Chiefs are gonna get eliminated early. in
Do
the
you
playoffs.
think that this is the Chiefs' downfall?
I think for like a little bit, like a drought for like a little bit.
Yeah,
Like I think
but they're
for-
still gonna be a good team.
I think they'll be a good regular season team, but I just have a feeling. I don't know. I just don't feel like they're gonna. After last year, I don't feel like they're gonna go to the Super Bowl again and contend like highly again. I think they'll be a good
Well-
regular season team, but I think I could see them getting out.
Well,
first,
as you know,
first second round.
as you know, Travis Kelce and
Engaged.
Taylor Swift just got engaged. Congrats to them.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I guess.
With that being said,
Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen got married this offseason.
congrats to Josh Allen
Yeah.
too.
That's his first ring.
Maybe he can win his first ring this year.
Does Jalen Hurts even have a wife?
Yeah.
And then, all right,
So
Probably some random. Not Haley Steinfeld. That's what I know.
so records.
Yeah.
Do you think the Bills? What do you
I
think
have
the
the Bills
record will
going
be?
13-4.
Okay, what do you
I
have the
don't remember
Eagles
it.
going?
So our schedule is like really hard. Like we play Lions, Chiefs,
Mhm.
Bucks. We're gonna lose to the Bucks. I know we're gonna get blown out, but I feel like we kind of downgrade a little bit. We don't go. We went. I think we went 14-3. I don't see us doing that again. I think we drop 2 games, go 12-5. But it's not losses. We're starting so good at the start of the season. It's where like we win a game, lose 2, win 5.
Yeah.
So it's like
Absolutely
a
agree.
consistent season.
Now, yeah, I do think you guys are going to win our division. I mean, me personally, I think the Giants will get. We do have the hardest schedule in the NFL,
I don't know. I don't know if the Eagles like are.
but I think we
I
will
like how I
get.
got cut off there.
Well, I was talking first.
But then you
Okay,
stopped
but
right, so I
all right. So I do think the Giants either 2 wins or like 7 wins.
It's either a
Depending,
mistake
like,
season or-
The ceiling is like we're not gonna be a playoff team that'll win a record. The floor, 2 games, we'll probably get a top 5 pick. Maybe get.
I think y'all could deadass
Alignment.
go defeated.
No, I don't. I do think we're gonna win a game
their
very
team's
easily.
not that bad.
No, but it's just like, especially because of the division you're in, I think all of those teams are playoff level teams.
I see
Besides you guys.
Well,
I think
I do think-
I think the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys have like a sneaky chance at winning that division this year.
Well, I do think we could. I do think we're gonna split with the Commanders. I mean, we beat them every single year.
yeah.
So
but
I think, especially with our team this year, our team's gotten way better. They looked great in training camp, great in preseason, really great in preseason, scoring 40 points in 2 games. I mean, scoring 40 against the Bills was the top
Scoring
5
40
team in the league,
against the Patriots.
and then blowing the
it's
Patriots out.
preseason.
Yes, I understand, but we do look good. The energy is high, and I think we could win a decent amount of games.
I guess. I don't know. I don't think you guys are that bad. Like I don't think you're like the worst.
Yeah, no.
I think you're just in a hard
And
division.
also, breaking news from the Giants. This happened a little while ago. Free agent Tommy DeVito was signed by the Patriots. Sad to see Tommy DeVito go, but
Might be better than Drake May.
we already have 3 quarterbacks. I actually am kind of happy with our quarterback room. I
think you should have kept Tom.
Ja-
I think if you're
Jackson-
gonna cut anybody, you should cut Jameis Winston.
nah, I think Jameis.
I think he's better than
Jameis
Tommy, but I think he's just like old.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you already
honestly,
have that.
so-
You already have that veteran locker room guy.
I do
Russell
think
Wilson.
Russ will start, but I think Jackson Dart has a lot of potential, and he could absolutely start by like the middle of the season this year.
But Russ isn't a bad quarterback. I don't think.
No,
Russ,
I don't think.
I don't
he's
think
a bad
Russ-
quarterback.
I think the only way Jackson Dart would start is if he's like if they like force him to
Yeah.
start. Like I don't think Russ is gonna lose the position.
I mean, also, just
he did
with
make the playoffs last year.
just with the quarterback season last year, and everything that was going on in that QB room, I do think Malik Neighbors is gonna have a big breakout year with a better quarterback, and I do think he'll get around 1,500 yards this year. Because I mean, honestly, yeah, I think he could be a top guy in the league this year. I mean,
I don't know about all that. I think he's
I
a
do.
really good wide receiver. I
Yeah.
can see like a 1,200.
no, I think he's just gonna improve because he had 1,200 this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, with like 100.
I think that's where.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
with
know.
a worse quarterback, and he's gonna get fed.
Because who else was
Same
the QB
thing.
gonna throw to last year?
That is
I
a
mean,
fair
we
point.
have like a couple like okay receivers,
Okay.
but yeah, obviously we're gonna feed the ball to
Who, like
our best
Darius
receiver.
Slayton.
Yeah, like he's like a 700-yard receiver. Like he's not bad.
He's okay.
He's okay.
He's a wide receiver 3 on like every team.
2.
Well,
he's like a wide receiver 3 on the Bills.
Also, another topic. Shiloh Sanders has been cut. How do you guys feel about that?
I think, I don't know. I feel like, well, it was against the Bills. He was
Mhm.
playing the Bills. I think obviously he shouldn't have hit our player,
Absolutely.
but like
he's protecting.
to be
himself.
fair, I feel like the play. I feel like
Did
our
you start it?
no, I think our tight end, our like third string tight end, it was like number 84. He was like blocking him, but like he kept on blocking him and pushing him back like after the play was already over. I feel, and then that's when Shiloh swung at him, which I feel like he obviously shouldn't have swung there, but I don't know if he should have been cut. From
Now,
the
do you
team.
think he got cut for that reason?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
is it
Most
the
definitely? I think he got
because he
cut.
didn't play bad in preseason at all?
No,
I saw
I
he
think
got
he
a sack
definitely.
in one of his first.
Yeah,
He definitely, it was definitely because of that.
Honestly, if he didn't do that, I think he would have been kept on the team.
Yeah,
But I think someone should still sign him.
yeah.
Like I feel like
He's protecting himself from
Yeah.
like
Like,
he's defending
maybe-
himself. Like
maybe
Yeah.
he could go to the Browns with Shador.
I think just about like team culture. I think like some teams would have let him stay and not have cared.
well,
But I
some
think it's
teams
less.
care a lot
yeah.
more.
Like
No.
I think the Raiders would have let that slide.
Yeah. All right. So as maybe some of you guys know, Shador was named as the third string quarterback of the Cleveland Browns after his pretty good performances in the preseason. I don't know how I feel about him being the third string quarterback. Now I do think Joe Flacco should start, but I think he should be the second string behind Joe Flacco. I do think he's better than Dylan Gabriel.
I think like I think the NFL in general has something against Shador Sanders. Because if you look at his preseason game where he actually played a lot, not the one where he only played one quarter
yeah,
and was
against
under
the Panthers.
and was under insane pressure, getting actually manhandled by that D line, and didn't get to do the 2-minute drill. Not that game. The game where he actually played the whole entire time, and compare that to Dylan Gabriel's game where he played the same amount.
absolutely did better.
He had almost the same amount of yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, while Dylan Gabriel had no touchdowns
Yeah.
and 2 turnovers.
And that first throw by Shador, like that touchdown pass, that was a great throw by him. He looked
played great.
very composed
Yes.
in the pocket. It looked like, composed, just like smooth, finding his receivers.
I feel like that game where he did bad, I feel like it was just everything was set up bad against him.
Yeah.
The O-line.
Now, I do think, like, I get what you're saying, but I do think, like, his attitude has something to do with that.
I think
I think he's, like, a very, like, kind of cocky player.
I feel like they do that like all the time. I don't know. It's like I don't know how to explain it. That's the only thing they have against Shador Sanders, though.
Yeah,
that's the
no.
only thing they have. There's no reason why he should have fell that low. He should not have fell that low in the draft from beginning. If you ask someone why Shedeur Sanders is bad, they cannot give you like a real reason why he's bad. They'll say Travis Hunter is good. He had Travis Hunter, so that's an excuse. That's not a real excuse. They'll they'll say he didn't have enough competition. That's not his fault.
No.
He did great in college. He set records for Colorado. He got his jersey retired there, rightfully so. He's the greatest quarterback in Colorado history.
Yeah, I understand.
Before that, when he went to Jackson State, he set records for HBCU schools. He was
But you have to take into consideration at Colorado, right?
Yeah.
They are Big Ten school, not very good, not in a very good conference. Also, I feel like he was a really good quarterback there, but I feel like Trav kind of made him stand out a little bit more. Calder, what are your thoughts on that?
On who?
Like Shedeur as just like a player in general, like all about him.
Well, he has a huge ego.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that's. I feel like people only have that problem with athletes when they're quarterbacks.
Well,
Whenever they're another position, I feel like it's not that much of a problem. Stephon Diggs can go have a huge ego. He can be a diva in the league, and some people have a problem with it, but he'll still get big contracts. He'll still be a star player. In other leagues, Anthony Edwards has one of the biggest egos in sports. Nobody complains about it. Like, I feel like only when you're a quarterback, you have to be this player that is super humble and just this like cool guy. I feel like that's unfair. I feel like they did the same thing a little bit to Lamar Jackson. I feel like that's a little bit of a part of why Lamar Jackson got drafted low. It wasn't just because of they didn't think he was going to be a good passer, which he wasn't a good passer right away. He didn't prove that. But I think it was also because they didn't see him as the traditional like quarterback, like personality-wise. Like he wasn't that like regular like calm guy. He kind of had that like ego to him.
Yeah.
And that like kind of like swag that I feel like they don't like in quarterbacks.
Well, I feel like him going so deep in the draft, I was expecting him to go in like the third round, but like after the third round, I feel like it's crazy. Like Tyler Shao got
That's just what I was
drafted
about to say.
ahead of him.
Yeah, I think that wasn't a very smart
like-
pick.
I think they're trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
They're trying to make an example out of him to show like no matter who you are, like you shouldn't have this ego or whatever. I think that it shows a lot that Shedeur could have like been. I feel like he could have like changed his personality, but I feel like he's still stuck with that. In preseason when he scored touchdowns, he's still going to the end zone. He's still showing his wrist. I think he's still keeping that side of him. Before the game, he came in with like a boom box and a scythe barrel. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah. Yeah, to that confidence, I mean, yeah, it is like a good thing, but the way like he kind of does it, I feel like that could get him into like
I feel like it's
a
only,
little
I feel
trouble.
like it's only quarterbacks though. His father did the same thing. Deion Sanders did the same thing. That was his whole thing.
Well,
Prime
his
time.
dad is one of the best corners of all time.
Yeah, I think he's one of the greatest football players in general of all time. But I like when he was young, when he was first drafted, he had that same energy. Young Falcons Deion was the most prime time he ever been.
Well, if you like, you can have a certain level of confidence until it comes out.
Yeah,
as,
until
like,
it, yeah, I
like
get
bragging or something. Like I feel like you should be confident in yourself to be great, but you shouldn't be confident in being better than others. Like I should be drafted 5th overall or something. I feel like that's why he dropped so much because
I
his
think,
attitude.
But Shedor's average pick, like in mock drafts, was number 7. That was like the average.
Yeah,
He was no one out of like the 32 out of the 28 they had, all 28 had him going in the first in at least the first 30 picks.
Yeah,
And like half of them had him going in the first 10.
yeah.
So did he not have right to have that?
Yeah.
that
He did, but
he wasn't expecting him to fall either.
yeah,
he thought
the
he was
fact
going
that
high.
he fell that low really surprised me. You know, I thought the Giants would pick him at the end of the first round, but we got Jackson Dart, which I'm also happy with that. I do think Jackson Dart is better than Shedeur Sanders.
I feel like you would not have said that before the draft.
I did not. I've always thought Jackson Dart was better than
I don't know.
that. Jackson Dart, he broke Ole Miss records. Incredible, just like with the ball in his hands. Great does everything great, not scared to run someone over or running the football. I think he's just a fearless quarterback, and I think he'll be the next Giants good quarterback. And I think he could lead us to the playoffs.
I think he could be good. I think he could be good.
absolutely.
I don't know for sure. I think he could be good. I just feel like Shador, it's like before the draft slide, there were some people who didn't like Shador, but I feel like even those people were saying like, oh, he doesn't deserve to go top 3. He doesn't deserve to go top 5.
I don't think he deserved to go
No.
top 3.
But I'm saying I feel like that's what people were saying. No one was saying that he didn't deserve to go in the first round.
No, yeah, absolutely.
But now there are some people who claim that before that they were saying he was that bad and he deserved to fall that low, and I feel like nobody felt that.
But
nobody felt that he was that bad.
The
before
first
the
3 picks of the draft were honestly very solidified for me. I think Cam Ward absolutely was gonna go 1.
I don't think anyone expected that trade to happen.
Yeah, no.
The Browns, Jaguars.
Yeah, and then Trav went at 2 to the Jags, which I do think he's gonna help that team a lot.
Oh yeah, that's
with him and Brian Thomas. And
that's
then
gonna be insane. If
the
Travis Hunter
Giants
can reach his full potential and be what they want him to be, that can be insane.
And the Giants getting Abdul Carter, I think he's gonna be a freak. Yeah, he's a very good football player. But back to the Trav, do you think he could play both positions and be as effective, as effectful, as he was in college?
No.
Do as good as he was in college?
I think it's hard to say because I say my first thought would be that I know he can't do what he can do in college. He should just have a package, a kind of like Deion Sanders type situation. Deion, people talk about Deion Sanders' versatility. I think his highest receiving season he had 400 yards or something. Mm-hmm. He was mostly a corner. I think they could do something like that, maybe the other way around. He gets some snaps, third down they put him in at wide receiver or something. But at the same time, that is what I'm thinking. But at the same time, it's if you told me before I seen him do that in college, do I think he could have done that in college? I would have told you I didn't think he could. So it's Travis Hunter is such a phenomenal athlete that I think he could prove me wrong. I think Travis Hunter.
Calder, what's your take on that?
Absolutely. I'm going to say no on here because the college football has proven so many of these college players wrong, how big of a difference it is stepping into the NFL from being in college. I just don't think she'll be able to play both positions. I just see him as a cornerback. I don't see him at receiver at all because a good play he had for a wide receiver was his speed, where you do the little check down screen and then he just goes all to 60 yards. So I just don't see him playing wide receiver or 2 positions. I just see him as a cornerback.
I think he had some really good contested catches in college too, though.
Oh yeah,
he can definitely catch.
If you
under
throw the
pressure
ball up to Trav, I think he catch it. But the difference,
I think that was just the Colorado system.
But the difference, to get him the ball. But the difference between the college and the NFL.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
I don't think he's gonna do it as effective because, the faster pace of play and what he'll be dealing with. Even if Coach Cohen even lets him really shine and play both sides of the ball, which I think he could, but not at the rate he did in college.
I think they want him to be able to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
When they draft, if you look at the initial interview, when that GM drafted Travis Hunter and he traded up for that, he said in the interview that he wants to let him be who he is. He wants to let him do whatever he wants. And Travis Hunter wants to play full time both sides of the ball. So I think obviously they're not just going to hand him that. I don't think he'll right away be a starter on both sides. But I think if Travis Hunter shows in practice that he's able to do that, I think they give him a chance at playing both sides. And I'd say that I don't think it's possible, but I think he could do it. I think he could prove people wrong because he's just we haven't seen it. I need to see it to believe it.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the first episode of Beyond the Backyard podcast. We're probably going to be doing 2 episodes a week, just talking about anything, not just sports, just anything relevant and going on. And thank you guys.
See you next episode.
Thank you.